Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here back with your daily crypto news and analysis, and today we're going to be talking about Hedera and Hbar, so sit back, relax, and before we fully jump on into this video, I do just want to ask guys to please leave a like on this video. It does help the channel grow immensely, and of course, I always do greatly appreciate it. Now with that being said, let's just move on and let's talk about Hedera. So first and foremost, price action. Most of the market is having that nice pullback. This is what we were, really waiting for within Bitcoin. I'm actually very happy to see this happening now. It's actually a little bit expected because, it is now Thursday. Tomorrow is Friday. So this will most likely bleed into the weekend. And then the weekend should have a nice little impulse on Bitcoin. Of course, we have to address the price action as it does ensue. But, right now we are talking more so about the longevity of this market, where we will see, of course, all-time highs, more so around the fall time frame of 2022 into around the new year of 2023. Now, I know, when we are talking about push dates, things have been kind of waging on the idea on, hey, is Bitcoin about to go to all-time highs or not? Are we about to see a wave 5 on Bitcoin, aka Bitcoin season, which will lead to ultimately alt season? In my opinion, yes, we will see that. I don't believe that Bitcoin topped at all. I think that with dominance around this range, with Bitcoin at around 45K, I think that we are ready and setting the stage for the next major move on, of course, Bitcoin. We've been seeing a lot of, money flows into altcoins currently, as you guys do see on the 7-day span. I mean, things are moving rapidly within this area, and I'm loving the price action so far on a lot of these assets. I think that there's a major opportunity within this market. For an example, I'm just going to give you guys a quick warning. Definitely keep a close eye out on TEL, because I know ZIL was one that a lot of individuals were ignoring. Telcoin is also another one, $470.9 million market cap, almost 471, and we do know that the all-time high from our current level is currently, almost like a 6x away. So, just imagine, when this really does start to run, it could run to like 20 plus cents. So, definitely pay attention to some of these other assets that have the possibilities of massive ROI. So, with this in mind, let's move on and let's talk about a few things. Let me go back to Hedera because I do want to talk to you guys about some exchange listings. So, Woo Network just listed Hedera. They announced it today. Now, this is a pretty big exchange for the most part. 79.5K followers. Decent size overall. In terms of exchanges, I don't know if they're actually listed on here because they're not technically an exchange. So they actually meant they are, labeled here at number 55, $656.7 million in 24-hour volume, 23,700, weekly visits. So it's not the best ultimately, but I do still look forward to Coinbase listing us. I mean, like, yeah, we'll pump the price. Sure, it might give us that little bit of, nice price action, but I'm not really dead set on, making Coinbase a true mission of mine to see happen for Hedera so that we could, pump the price. I think that when we're talking about sustainability, sustainable pumps are the ones that we really want to see. But I thought this was great. And of course, we do see Hedera's highly popular network is fast, cheap, and sustainable. So it's about time Woo Network put it on the table. Users and institutional clients can now trade Hbar with 0 fees on WooX. Institutional clients, because if you guys didn't know, Woo Network is definitely like one of the major ones that do kind of put a spotlight on institutional investors because they are, DeFi and CeFi essentially. So definitely cool to see. And again, more money, more liquidity. It's loved. We love to see it. Now, with all this in mind, let's move on to, of course, Seeky. So, Seeky did just announce some major names. We are happy to announce one of the first major features have been released on the Seeky platform, NFT'd on Hedera. DJ Clue, Sorry to Green, featuring Rick Ross as well. Only 200 will be available. Much more to come. Stay tuned. Honestly, Seeky has been absolutely killing the game lately. I'm telling you guys, definitely keep a close eye on this NFT music platform. They have some major names already signed up. So I'm very happy to see, a lot of these things on Hedera continuing to evolve into major stepping stones within this industry, specifically even regarding non-fungible tokens and tokenization. So you love to see it. Now, also, I do want to do a quick shout out to Danny Ide. You guys already know that I've been mentioning him forever now. But we do see here, we see that most energy efficient is Hedera, and Hedera is even more energy efficient than the Visa network itself, according to our calculations. So indeed, new blockchain techs are far more sustainable. Now, again, when we address a lot of things within sustainability, more so, even efficiencies regarding scalability and things like that, all of this goes hand in hand with adoption. Being, more sustainable than Visa is truly something remarkable. I don't think that people really kind of recall that as a, major, sort of, I would say, efficiency of Hedera's, but it's just something incredible to say the least when you are talking about how massive Visa and MasterCard are as companies, right? So again, I think that this is great to see, but we also see DLT or blockchain can facilitate automated end-to-end tracking and exchange for projects producing carbon offsets for REX. On X, here is, Rectify, where you can, go and have a look at more in depth that is built on the Hedera blockchain / DLT. This is more so for tokenization with renewable energy credits. A lot of this is something truly remarkable when you look at things like even Dovu and things like that. Also power transition, I would say that Hedera really has a major stepping stone within the sustainability market. And when we are talking about this becoming a major selling point for adoption of these networks, I think that Hedera is definitely winning the race. I think that when we're talking about, distributed ledger technology in general, Hedera definitely is, striding themselves on becoming that third generation crypto technology. But not only that, but they are basically becoming the #1 DLT in the space. Now, again, I know everyone's about to say, well, what about the price of it? Again, I've always said this is a macro view market. When I look at this market, I look at, 2 years down the road, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. Where will this market actually be? We don't get there overnight. Okay, Rome wasn't built in a day. When we look at some of these DLTs and we're looking at the solutions that they are providing, a lot of these solutions are not going to be built in a day either. I still see a lot of individuals mentioning like a few other names, like, for an example, we hear the Coupon Bureau being mentioned a lot, and that's coming. There's a lot of things to still look forward to, even in like April and the micro viewpoints, like in the month of April alone, right? 20 projects in 2022, 10 of those are being released in April. This is going to be something very, very interesting. And in fact, talking about sustainability, we do see carbon markets, ESG-related provenance and reporting, SDG, outcomes-focused projects, and then we also see DeFi. We're going to be seeing, decentralized exchanges, lending, liquidity, and staking. There's a lot of things happening within, of course, the Hedera DeFi space, focused on even retail-friendly wallets and stuff, payments and fintech, CBDC solutions, stablecoins, micropayments, insurtech, integration to traditional payment rails. That is a big stepping stone. Machine-to-machine transactions, enterprise solutions as well. And then, of course, the metaverse and NFTs. Composable NFT marketplaces, MetaFi, Hedera signature gaming protocols, and the XR immersive experiences. Now, also, I want to say, a lot of these are very, very interesting use cases, but I actually want to talk to you guys about the metaverse here shortly. So let's kind of dive into that and let's talk about that. But definitely, pay attention to Hedera as we do march into April, because I do believe that even April for all altcoins and including even Bitcoin is going to be a very massive month ahead, especially if we are looking at the patterns on the charts. But check this out. These guys built thousands of worlds within worlds, and this gentleman has 300 patents in the metaverse. 15 years ago, you'll see Hedera coming up to biggest things in the metaverse. Now, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about this. So, in terms of the metaverse, we do see, this is Reveal Tech. Reveal Tech has their hands in the pot with Metaverse. We're actually going to be talking about Metaverse themselves. I know that that's kind of weird to talk about because it is just like an actual company name. But, we're even talking more so about like Ubisoft and where we're going to go within that, because Ubisoft does have, a partnership with Hedera. There's a lot of things to really look forward to within this area, especially considering how massive this area actually has grown in just the last, couple years alone. Things are rapidly shifting towards, a new sort of gaming style, where it is, sort of like Ready Player One, the movie. If you guys did see that, I will say this, things are getting very interesting in this space very fast. But the metaverse themselves, right? We're talking about Metaverse. the company. They're actually pretty, significant as a name, but also with what they are building is something very remarkable. And we actually see here, this is, I believe, in partnership with Reveal Tech. I might be wrong. I'm going to have to do more research on that area, but check this out. This is actually very interesting. This is the mall. So this is going to be a massive metaverse mall that's going to include a bunch of stuff. I think that this is going to be a very cool sort of thing to really kind of innovate within the metaverse. It's going to be meet, shop, and play. You're going to be able to pretty much shop like you would in a regular mall. So I think that this is very cool. Very interesting as well. They're showing you guys a few things that you could purchase within this area. I think that this is awesome. I really do think that when we're talking about the metaverse, like this is something that is going to be very huge within the retail market. It's just being able to buy things, have that virtual land. You'll basically be able to even invest within this. I think that this is going to be something very cool. And we do see 100 floors, 100 million square feet as well. I mean, this is going to be massive. And of course, unlimited choices. You guys are really kind of seeing the breakdown here. I mean, there's vehicles, there's shoes, pretty much everything, motorcycles. I mean, it's going to be something very significant. This is going to be in the summer of 2022, but this is the mall. This is built within, of course, Hedera, because this is with Metaverse. Metaverse is doing some pretty big things. We actually have the website open over here. I'm going to break down a few of their features, and then this is where I'm going to be wrapping up the video ultimately. So again, here's some features. I mean, this is going to be something very cool. You guys can really kind of read more about this if you want to and do some more research, but we do see web-based end-to-end solution, import existing files from external sources, or utilize our asset store. This is where you can basically design and build within the metaverse. I think that this is something so cool. And again, this goes into everything. I mean, shoes, actual building, like you're building out these actual rooms within the metaverse and stuff like that. So this is so cool. And then of course, 3D option or object features, 3D scene features, publishing features as well, augmented reality features. There's so much to do within this, and of course their roadmap. So this is where I thought, this was something to really kind of focus on. Now we do see Q1 of 2021 and stuff like that. This all I don't even think was fully updated just yet. But you can really kind of see what they're focused on within this area. This has been in sort of a build phase since 2020. But I do think that when we're talking about metaverse, I don't even really focus too much on the retail demand behind this. They are also focused on the healthcare scene. They're actually doing these things with trials within, I think it might be XR instead of VR. But basically, you're going to be able to, do these, I would say, like simulated sort of, procedures within the healthcare scene. Like that is something that's pretty cool and we haven't seen within the metaverse. I think right now a lot of the metaverse talk is, hey, how could we disrupt gaming? Hey, how could we, include NFTs and this and that? But think about the actual solutions that could be made from this. I really kind of focus on things like this, like the future of training is spatial. This is again for the healthcare scene, basically doing those, actual training within the ultrasound area. I think that this is going to rapidly evolve into other more, simulated sort of environments within healthcare. But also it could just be any sort of market. It doesn't have to essentially be, the healthcare scene. So definitely pay attention to the metaverse. They're doing some pretty big things. I know it kind of sounds weird to call it just the metaverse, but, again, they're really focused on some big, things within, some use cases. You guys do see trusted by some global brands. They do have some major connections to some major high-tier names. We also see, of course, Microsoft being named there. But I definitely think that this is something really cool to continue to watch unfold, especially since they are really focused on some, big use cases. I'm very excited for this. And of course, Reveal, I'm pretty sure Reveal is partnered with them or trying to build out some, things within the, digital asset protection area, which I just, mentioned the other day. And just to give you guys that solidification here, we guys have it, great meeting our partner, Mr. Alan Smithson. This is the co-founder of, again, Metaverse. So, in my opinion, they are 100% working together, most likely on things with like patents and stuff like that around the metaverse. So With that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on if you guys want more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.